All right, we are live. So welcome to the Menko Meetup, episode number 18, where we might talk about our pickups for over the last month and a half. How are you guys?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good.
I'm happy to say that I saw Robert last month in Chicago at the National. Actually, no, it was this month. Was it this month? It looks like it's almost.
Yeah, technically it still was.
Technically it's this month, yeah.
August.
So I saw Robert and his friend Bob, who's usually there with him, and I saw one more person. Can you guys guess who that is?
Okay.
I'm sure you saw the photo. Who was it? Robert, be quiet. Ryan, Mike.
It was the man himself, Gary.
Yeah, Gary, that was Gary Engel. I don't know if I've ever seen a picture of him.
I hadn't. I never knew what he looked like.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
But I met Gary, the maker of the, what do you call it? Menko guide?
Yeah. Well, the card guide. The
vintage.
The vintage. Yeah, he put out. Yeah, actually at the National we kind of debuted it. It was the vintage guide 4.0 is the updated one.
Yep.
Nice. Did he have any hard copies for sale?
No, because I don't know how you have a thing where is that print on demand from your publisher? Is that what that is?
It is. Yeah, it's just print on demand.
Yeah, which is still. Well, I mean, I think he has more pages total, but here's the quality because it's hardcover and this paper. That it seems like a good price compared to what if you're just going to pay to have it printed out at Staples or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just on the PDF where you can download.
It's a great resource.
How did it go at the National? As far as Menko sales or any good stories there?
Good stories.
Well, they did. When it was Gary, weren't they doing that video of him at the end there when I was there? They're doing someone.
Yeah, I don't even know what they did with. Yeah, the guy was trying to do something about his Wilt Chamberlain card or something.
Oh,
it's all set up anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why us. There's nothing we would have. But.
Yeah, but I went to go see them on the Friday. I think it was Friday, right? So I just sat with Gary, Bob, and Rob the entire day, and just people came up and we met Wayne, who's in the Japanese group on Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's in the Discord, but and a couple other people. So it was pretty cool to actually meet some people and just see all the people come and go as you're at a booth.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, it's fun seeing people that have been in my auction or dealt with in the past, but I never met them. And then they introduced themselves. Oh wow, that's you.
That's awesome. But overall, it's a good show though for you.
Yeah, it was. It went very well, and it's always tough to decide what to bring. So I try to bring a little bit of everything, and a little bit of everything sells. So that's good. Although Ichiro was a bit slow this year. Did some. I think last year there seemed been more interest actually.
His Hall of Fame induction year, he was slower. Huh.
It's odd. I mean, it's just weird because when he came over here in 2001, his stuff was already like $1,800 for PSA 10s, and I don't know what they were expecting him to be one of the greatest players ever, which he was, and it didn't seem to matter. A lot of this stuff is just buy on the hype, and that's about it.
Yeah. Well, good. Glad I went well. That's awesome. Again, once again, I did not make it, but that's it. Next 2 years is still in Chicago, so I've got to just find a way to make it there.
Southwest, Denver to Midway. Come on.
It's not far away. It really is.
Hour and a half flight probably, yeah.
It's more about getting the time, but I should just be able to I just need to put it on the calendar and then it'll be done. So.
We'll let you know when those dates come out, and you tell your family.
Have they not already? They got to know when next year's.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, tell him and you're done. Let's go.
I'll look at it.
I'm not going next year.
The exact dates? I know it's
end of July typically.
Yeah, it always.
Yeah, it's almost always the last week in July / August.
Yeah, July 29th to August 2nd.
Yep, 29th to the 2nd. So I'm going into my calendar, and I'm going to go to 2026, and I'm going to just go ahead and put it in. Whether it stays there, it will be there now.
Mike, just block it off.
Yeah.
I can block it off, but the wife can always unblock it, right? So
That's great.
So, what is that date? Let me check. That didn't sound right. Oh, July 29th. What did I say?
yeah, 29th to the 2nd.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I was saying.
To the 26th. Okay.
I'm literally putting this in my calendar. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, that's July. Try getting a hotel, but not even easy.
Yeah.
I have some friends who live in Chicago, so I think I could convince them to let me crash with them. We'll see.
There you go.
Ryan, I assume unless you go back to the U.S. for something else, will you not make a show?
Yeah, it might be tough. I mean, with enough planning and a little bit of luck on my schedule, yeah, I'd probably make it work.
Okay.
But yeah, I'd love to go. I'd love to go next year or the year after.
At least Chicago's an easy.
It's easy, yeah.
Your flight,
yeah.
Cleveland isn't.
I was really disappointed it didn't. They didn't choose Atlanta.
I know.
They chose Detroit instead of Atlanta, which was an interesting choice. But I guess
I didn't really get it because Detroit is so close to Chicago that it's might as well just have it in Chicago at that point.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, Robert, because Atlanta wouldn't be a long drive for you. Too long, anyway.
Yeah. That's I think 12 hours or something, or maybe less. No, it's less than that. Yeah. But because every time I drive through Atlanta, I go past it, and then but Chicago's like over 20 hours, so I have to stop one night.
But you love it, man.
Yeah. And it's funny. It doesn't matter how much I sell. I come back, it looks like all the same. Like I sold nothing.
You've got so much stuff.
That tells you got a lot of stuff.
And then I bring too much, and then I can't even find it at the show. But next year we'll actually be against the wall when you walk in on the right. So it'll be we'll have more space behind us, and also we'll be able to use like a U shape. Because right now when you're next to somebody, it's kind of blocked off on one side. So
yeah,
we'll see how that goes.
Moving up in the world there, Robert.
Yeah, we got lucky.
Well, Robert told me. No, never mind. It might be confidential, so I'm going to keep it to myself.
Is that based on seniority, Robert, or you get to choose your booth every year?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's probably priority. So how many years you've done it? And we were at 34.
Wow.
And wow. I think I've been to. I've been to more of that. Nationals. Some of that was just when Gary was, but by himself, and I was still living in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
But, I've been to, I don't know how many of them total. But you're supposed to go by priority, and somehow they gave us a different one that was higher. So I'm not sure what happened, but it doesn't really matter because all the booths in that area, a lot of people want specific areas. If they're doing autographs, they want maybe closer or to the autograph pavilion, or now they have the other sides too. So all over.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. It's not Japanese. I'm going to mention a Korean thing really quick. I had 3 Korean autographs, and that came from PAX that I did not pull. I bought them on a Korean card cafe, and I've had them for a long time. One was a Hyunsu Kim, who played for the Orioles and the Phillies briefly. I have his autograph. It was like a 9.5 10 auto, a BGS, but I'm going to cross it over to PSA because I have everything in PSA, which is what I'm used to. And there were a couple other ones. Park Mu, who is a player who played for Doosan for a while, and I forgot what team he's on right now. And then there was one other player, and then I had a TTM autograph of Oh Seung-wan, who pitched for various teams in the U.S. and is arguably one of the best pitchers to ever pitch in the KBO, and he also played in Japan. That's a in-person auto, TTM auto, and I want to get that slabbed as well. So those 4 things I sent to my friend in the U.S. who sends in stuff for both of us. So that's what I got going on.
That's awesome.
So I'm excited to see those slabbed.
Yeah. Get those back. Tell us what you got.
Backed up. It's great income.
Yeah, right.
Even CGC now. Yeah, CGC's at 65 business days for bulk.
Wow.
I had a
Wow,
lot to send in. Yeah, they at one point they were 20.
that's crazy.
I don't know if they're just so busy or just backed up for another reason. Or
I mean, some of you. I mean, it'd be great if it's just they're busy and they just
yeah,
and because they do it the right way, they don't.
yeah,
They you know, my fear would be like all of a sudden it's such they just start. I don't know. They don't do their due diligence or whatever, right? Like don't do as good a job as they should. So I mean, it should take time. It shouldn't take 5 minutes to do this, right? I mean, it should be a process to go through each one and everything. So that's what
I
you
mean,
hope
but
for.
actually, I mean, grading a card, should be able to do it. And, I don't know. It shouldn't take 30 seconds to look at it. And,
Oh, I don't know what their processes are, but
yeah,
I mean, the
I
whole
know they
thing.
look at it with a loop, 10 times loop. And, you're probably getting just a lot of most of it is actually the grading is the TCG, Pokemon, all those other.
Yeah, because it's not just sports cards and stuff. Yeah, it's everything. Yeah.
Wait, so you sent your baseball cards to CGC?
Yeah, I send most of the ones I've been selling, or I send to CGC because
I'm forgetting. I'm brain farting. Who's? I heard. Maybe I dreamt this, but isn't the tuxedo company thing going?
Yeah, that's SGC. That's SGC.
There is something happening to them.
Well, their president just resigned, I think.
Yeah, or
I don't think they're going anywhere. I think they might be focusing more on different lower end or vintage. I can't remember, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, the company that owns PSA, Collectors Universe, bought SGC, and then they moved PSA into the same building as them, and they're kind of taking some of the. I don't know. People think that either SGCs could end up going away at some point because they call them now a boutique rating service, and nobody knows what that means. But I don't know if they're gonna have shoes also or purses.
I mean, they're grading companies for everything nowadays. I mean, like there's all kinds of stuff out there.
Well, what's the grading company? What's that popular the auto verification company?
Oh, JSA.
JSA, yeah. Were they part of
JSA is working with CGC.
Oh, okay.
Actually, CGC bought JSA.
Okay.
So everyone's buying everybody else. And
yeah.
Nobody's buying me. But
obviously, we briefly talked about it.
Have we said that? Are you for sale? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Breaking news here.
The whole house with everything.
All right, so we briefly talked about it before we started. The mailing system right now, and so Robert, you said nothing's coming to the U.S. because of fees.
Well, I know Japan, they've stopped I was told all shipping through the mail except under $100 if it's a gift. So that was about it, and maybe letters and postcards, but nothing that's supposed to be for resale, and nothing that's if you buy from, it's not a gift. So if you buy from a company, they usually don't put it as a gift, so you can't even use it. And I know Buy doesn't even have. There's two services now: the ECMS and then the Buy Air service. So that's about it. And right now the Buy, the problem is I heard they're going to be charging 20% plus other fees, and it's. I don't think
anyone's going to come after me, but when I do the EMS form, there's merchandise, gift, and some other stuff, and I do gift. Maybe that's why nothing happened.
Yeah. But I know now. I think they stopped the EMS too.
Oh wow, okay.
Because I think they're afraid. You buy something from somebody, and then you get it, and you get this huge, bill because I think the post office was going to charge $80.
Yeah, Canadian buyers have been making videos about how much they have to pay now.
Yeah, well, Canadian always had to pay a lot for things, which I always thought it was strange from here. Yeah, but now because the post office can't even handle the mail that they have already, now they're told, well, we got to start figuring out how to charge people, and they never mention anything. Even if you get something, are they got to go and pick it up and pay at the post office? They're gonna pay the delivery person. There's just no information. So they just don't want to be bothered. So I guess they figured, right, $80 the minimum, and they just. But I mean, this might kill Etsy and a lot of other places where people just sell stuff overseas. people in Europe, they said, were just either going out of business or just looking for other places to sell.
But I had a question for you, Robert. I was in another live, Bo's 1 Million Cubs, Hobby Evolution show, and there's a guy named Orlando that's in there, the Collector's Dream. He's in St. Petersburg, I think, somewhere. Do you set up any of those shows down there?
No,
or do you only do national?
Well, I've only really done the national. I was going to do the Fanatic show last year, which they abruptly canceled. That was it. That was going to be in Orlando. And I mean, there's only a couple of shows in Florida that, I mean, there's that local one that he goes to, I think, once a month. And I did that once a few years ago, but it's, I don't know. With the stuff I have, it's probably not work that well. But I don't know. I mean, I have showcases and everything else. It's just the time and getting stuff ready and if it's going to be worth it or not. But
yeah, I feel like the Fanatics isn't it more focused on the more modern or ultra modern?
Yeah. I mean, there are some vintage dealers. Even they're doing big shows in the West Coast now, mostly run by Rob Ferris at Burbank Postcards in the West Coast show, and some of them you can't even get tables on. I think he has a waiting list too. But actually, I haven't done much on eBay. I've been switched over to Whatnot. I've been doing a couple of shows a week there. That's great.
Has that been going well?
Yeah, better than I expected. I didn't know anyone was going to show up. Yeah, it's live. I'm going to do it tomorrow night at 7:00.
No, I see Bo, who does he has his own, he does a live on eBay. And hey, I'm happy for any guys who sell stuff, but some of the people on there, those buyers, it's like they never saw baseball cards before, and they'll pay like $4 for a 1987 Topps Nolan Ryan and stuff. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, a friend of mine, he's local, but he sells mostly American stuff, and I mean he's got 3 shows a day. He's just around all the time, just selling stuff, and yeah, it's the guy last night that I know. He had a Menko card from the 50s. It had three players. I think one was a Hall of Famer, maybe Fujita, and that one for $48. So that was a strong price for a card like that.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. Sometimes when you get people that don't really know and think it's interesting, either they're going to go in and buy a lot of stuff, or they think it's good, or they'll be a little cautious and buy a few things and on the cheaper end just to get into it.
Mm-hmm. It's a cool format, so it's just a different way to try and connect with people. It's self-product.
Yeah, I like it because it's almost like doing this, like doing the live show, but you're selling stuff where they can ask you questions, you can interact with them. It feels almost like being at a card show, except you can't hear them speak. Where eBay, you can do a whole transaction and never talk to anybody. So,
you never even message on eBay sometimes.
Yeah, it's different and fun. And eBay Live, I think only certain people, you have to be invited at this point, and it's only for certain people.
True. I think it does. Excuse me. I think it does help to be able to keep your live going smoothly and having the words and know how to speak and talk and keep it going instead of having dead space.
Yeah. If you watch other people, some of them are like these TV crazy people where they're like, get this is going, they're going nuts and stuff, and others are real calm, and they're all different types. But I mean, there's people selling drones marked $499, and they go for $40, and what are you gonna get?
This reminds me of what was it in the '90s? Was it not CBS? What was the TV selling?
Home Shopping Network.
Shopping Network. HSN Home Shopping. That's what that Whatnot is the new Home Shopping Network, just as a new, concept of how to sell. It's the same thing, right? It's just instead of it being on TV, it's being streamed, right? So it's the same.
And everybody does it a little different because I
sell. Sure. No, I mean, I just feel like it's a place where you wouldn't have sold before Home Shopping Network. It was like you would explain that to someone, and they would be like, "I'm sorry, you're going to do what?"
Yeah.
And so it's the same kind of idea, but it works.
Although Home Shopping, they'll have the same item, they'll have 100 of them, and they'll just
not just one.
Was that guy's name Don West?
Yeah, Don West was
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
He's the one. If you buy this set, the girls will be all over you. You know, like,
1988 Congress. Yeah.
yeah, overpay for these cards. You gotta be. Yeah, he's on YouTube. You can see those.
Yeah, that was so good. So good.
Yeah.
All right, let's get started. Mike, I heard you have a lot of stuff.
I got too much stuff.
That's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, I can't possibly show. I mean, there's a good chunk of it that is not worth showing because I mean, sometimes you get lots, and it's like, okay, a lot of this is just stuff that if you've seen it, if you've seen any Menko card, you've probably seen 25% of this like constantly or whatever. But no, I've got unlike I think last time or the time before, maybe last two, I was pretty bare, but I've come up in quantity. We'll see about quality. You guys can tell me. Should I go?
What do you think you have the most of?
What's that?
Non-sport. What do you have the most of?
Most I probably have non-sport most, but I have a pretty good balance. I got both. So
do you have any non-sport from like those between the 1910s and 1930s movie stuff like last time or last two times?
I have a little bit, yes. So I can start non-sport, and we can do that. So this is this I just got on its own. So this is our buddy, Mr. Chaplin. This is it's a real nice one. I like.
Yeah, I like the backs are the same.
Yeah, the mirror image backs. Yep. So it's there's a lot of subject matters that have this this, but it's pretty common from the 1920s. I'm assuming this is 20s, definitely not teens. But it's in excellent condition. I mean, it's literally like, the edge. I mean, everything about it is really, really high quality, especially for that era. Let's see, from that time frame, the only other thing I have from that time frame. One second. So I was telling you, I literally got a package today from Japan that I ordered yesterday, and one of the lots in there. So Ryan, you'll appreciate this a little bit extra because I know you're starting to get on a postcard kick as well with your sumo cards. But so this is a set of 4 postcards that I got. So this is Douglas Fairbanks, silent movie actor. This is so Ryan, you're the expert. Center line is definitely 20s.
Post 1918.
18 to 32.
It's okay. There you go. All right. So
does that have his name on the bottom, on the front?
It does. It says Douglas on the bottom.
Okay.
There. Yeah.
Oh yeah, from right to left.
Yeah, that's right. Because that throws me for a loop. So the early kanji in like I think 20s, it goes from right to left, not left to right. So it definitely throws you there. This is William S. Hart. Excuse me, I almost said Hart.
Is that a gold background on all those? I can't tell.
It's more of like it's not gold like your gold print. No, it's definitely more just of a sepia tone kind of brown, but it's not gold ink or anything like that. No.
Okay, cool.
The interesting thing about this one is I'm assuming this was not intentional, although I don't know. It wouldn't be just because you're supposed to write on the back, but it's almost like it was a mirror image. I'm assuming that's a printing mistake, not an intended way, because it still has the postcard back, but maybe they did. I don't know.
Well, I've noticed on mine, it's when the ink is still wet and they're stacking them up.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, that makes sense. That's exactly what that is.
Like I got fired.
Yeah, because you can see the red of his shoulder bag there, which on the front. So that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. This one I've been unable to translate. It's an unknown actress to me at this current time. There is writing up here. I cannot. The translation I have on it doesn't make any sense right now. So I literally just got these today. So I have some more work to do on that.
That's 6 on that. That's interesting. Yeah. The back is a kanji for 6.
Oh, that is? Oh, yeah, it is. Huh. Is that that's part of the printing. That's not like an extra. That's not a separate stamp. Interesting. Huh. And then the last one in this group is, once again, our guy Charlie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so this is a great image. The quality of it's really, really. I actually have. I think I showed it on the stream before. I have a strip card series of 4 strip cards that has the same image. I can't remember the name of the movie, but it's one of his films from that era. Yeah, same backs on all of these. So that's my silent era stuff.
That one Charlie Chaplin that had the mirror back, I've only seen Menko from the teens with that style.
Yeah, that's what I was.
And it could be. I don't know. I haven't investigated. I'm sure I could find the image from a movie. He put out a movie with a dog in it. Actually, I think I
talked about it previously.
Yeah, this is one I showed previously.
Yeah,
like
yes.
A bromide, and so I can't remember when that movie was.
Very old yeller.
Say again.
It's very old yeller.
I like that. No, I think it's called like The Dog or something like that.
Dog Life.
What's that? Yeah, Dog Life. That's right. I don't know. I remember the year on that.
1980.
Well, there you go. It could be teens then. So that would make sense.
That is awesome. Oh, I love it.
The fact that this stuff exists in Japan. I mean, obviously it was a big deal at the time all over the world, but it just survives and it's really, really cool. So that's my silent. That's all I have is from the silent film era, from this particular one. I can show a few other non-sports, and then I can let someone else go. So this is kind of a weird lot, or weird and fun lot for this next grouping here. I think these are 50s, but so these are Kagome backs. I've never seen this particular design before, but it's the same set. And the two I have I just thought these were very interesting. So this is someone painting, and the language on here basically translates to roughly, and this is, I'm sure, not exact, but it roughly says aiming for excellence in art or production or something like that. So just a really unique image that I'd never seen before. And then the other one from this set is very bizarre. So there's a little baby at night in a bag of sugar.
Oh.
And the translation at the bottom says roughly, I licked too much sugar.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Looking at a star.
I was like, I don't know, and I don't care. I love it. I just think it's amazing. Fantastic. This next group, so I got a new to me King Kong that I hadn't seen before.
Red border.
Sort of pink back, pink border. Hadn't seen this one before, so this one's new to me. Although I've seen this back before, but I hadn't seen the.
There's sumo backs of that.
Yeah. There's a lot of
early 60s.
Yeah. And then this next grouping, I've shown some of these before with this back, this sort of colored card back, right? With like, just playing cards that have actual colors and everything. And then this particular subject matter is another King Kong for this one.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I love that one.
I really like that one too. This one I assume is also King Kong, although it's a little less clear. It could just be ape, but I'm assuming it's also King Kong.
This is King Kong.
Yeah. And then there's just a Tarzan with this one, and then a couple of samurai. That's a really cool image, sort of in the clouds or smoke or something. I'm not sure. And then here's one on horseback. That's a really cool. So I really like these backs that have color on them as well. It's a pretty unique. And then the last ones I'll share just before I pass it on here, just some fun images. I love these pirates, sort of cartoony images that you can see in the 50s, maybe into the 60s a little bit. But this one, it's another sort of pirate image. Buku. I'm not sure, but same set. And I love this image. I don't know what it is. It says Kaijan Z, sort of Monster Z or whatever you want to call it at the bottom. But this guy with the prominent bottom lip with the gun and a space helmet. I just think that's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, so I love that. I love the back.
Yeah, just so good. And then a couple of little like sort of Disney Mickey ones. So this was like a little one of the there's Mickey on the bottom there, and one of the whatchamacallits, Huey, Dewey, Louie, those guys just on a balloon as you do, yeah, kind of thing. So this is kind of back. This is probably 60s, if I had to guess. And then another new to me Mickey from the 60s. I don't get what's happening here. It's like Mickey bursting through something. It looks like Serrano de Bergerac on the top there or something. Like what to do with the nose. I have no idea what's going on here. But this particular back that you see, I don't know if it's 50s or late 50s, early 60s, but it's like a TV set. I don't think is there a sumo set with that? I don't know if I've ever seen that with sumo, Ryan.
I think we'll check. I think so.
I can't remember, but it tends to be, at least ones I see, like are related to TV shows or anime or something like that. Hence the backs. So, anyways, that is sort of an initial grouping there. I've got other non-sports and stuff, but I'll kind of stop there for now and
okay,
someone else go.
Yeah, maybe not a sumo back.
No, I couldn't remember if I'd ever seen it or not, but I know it's probably the 60s.
Yeah, I've seen that back before.
Yeah, I've seen it a lot. I just had never seen that particular subject before. So there you go.
All right, Ryan, Robert, rock, scissors, papers. Who goes next?
I've got a small in terms of a few items, but also small in terms of physical size on some stuff. So maybe I'll just throw out a few there and then turn it over to Robert. So these are called bean cards, and they're really, really tiny. They're only about 1.5 inches tall. But this is from the 1956 set. You see these actually unopened boxes of these quite a bit.
Huh.
On the front it says bean card, and you can kind of tell why. It's they're really small, little tiny Menko cards, and the boxes came there's about 200 or so packs of these. And I don't think I've seen any price cards in the boxes, so that's kind of interesting. So they just sold these little cards.
I've seen baseball cards.
56, and they come with 3 different backs. This like a lighter grayish, you can kind of see it. And then they have a green black back or a dark blue back, and then a blank back. So yeah, just thought that those are pretty common. You see them all over the place. So if you see any of those, they're really typically in good condition, called bean cards. I picked up a couple lots of these. These are pretty cool. So these are also pretty tiny, as you can.
Oh wow!
There. So this is from 1940. This set, and extremely rare. I've only seen 3 copies of this card, 3 different Menko, and this is the 4th one here.
Wow! Do you own all 4, or is this the first one? Did you own?
This is the 4th one out of. So I've cataloged 3. Now this is the 4th one I've cataloged from 1940. So they're really, really tiny little Menko. And from the 40s, these are the R series. So from the 40s, they were used to play Kamizumo. If you're familiar with that, it's where you put these cards on a little cardboard playing surface, and then you tap the surface, and it vibrates the surface, and they kind of push each other, and eventually one of them topples over. So from the 1930s and 40s, that's what this R series were.
I love it.
So that's great to see that. Then I'll show one more and then stop. So also from the post-war era, and these are really hard to find. These are also mini.
Wow.
So post-war era Menko on sumo are really, really hard to find, just because sumo's popularity was pretty low at the time with the occupation. And so that's when baseball, and Robert, you can correct me there, but when baseball really took off was in the 40s. You see all those sets.
Yeah, it was like 47 a couple, then 48, 49, boom.
Yeah, yeah, and there was only maybe in between 45 and 52, just a handful of sumo sets and different.
Is that the guy who did wrestling too? That Azuma Fuji?
Yeah, this is Azuma Fuji. Yep. So this is when he was an Ozeki. So this probably dates this set from around 46 or 47, and then he eventually became Yokozuna. And as Robert was saying, he got out of sumo wrestling and joined professional wrestling.
Yeah.
In fact, was trained by Ricky Dozon.
Yeah. Had a really short career as a professional wrestler, though. I think it was only like a couple of years or something.
Yeah.
Like
so those are, and again, these are all mini. These are not.
I love those. The fact that they're so intricate too, and they're that small, is really impressive.
It's just amazing. So anyway, that's a new set. I'll get cataloged in the next edition of my book, but it was really, really great to be able to pick those up.
Right. So that is a new set. Nice.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is a brand new set. I haven't cataloged it yet, but
love it.
Yeah, you'll see that in the next edition. So that's.
Okay. I just want to specify. You said you cataloged 4 from that set.
This set brand new. These are the only 2 I've ever seen.
Oh, okay.
And then this one I've cataloged 3. Now this is the 4th one from this set, and you can see why they would probably be pretty rare. They're super tiny. You'd probably lose them, and you probably.
No, I'm sorry. So when you say catalog, do you mean you have 4, or you have 3 and you saw one online and cataloged 4?
No, I have 3 actually, physically 3. Now this is the
one you saw online or something.
Yeah. So yeah, I haven't seen any online. I've picked up the 3 that I have, and then now this is the 4th one.
Oh, that's
okay.
Yeah.
So you have all.
I guess I own the only 4 that I know in existence.
Okay.
And I guess like with baseball, those, if you just showed it to me, I would think, well, it looks kind of common. I've seen so many similar, but they're just so many different sets.
Yeah, as you know from the 40s in baseball, so many in sumo from 30s and early 40s pre-war. There's just so many different R series of those cards, of those Menko.
I know you guys were staring at my Korean Pokemon cards here.
Wait, what?
I bought these in like 2016 or so. I forgot what set they're from. There's a bunch of different sets in here, but I have they've just been sitting in a dresser or shelf here doing nothing. You know, I mean, I love their art and stuff, but I don't play the game or do anything with them. But there's a TCGplayer.com website that basically prices them for sellers or for players, and I have a couple in here that supposedly look to be like $200-300 each.
Wow.
I have no idea, and a bunch are maybe $20-30. So I'm gonna see if I can try and sell these somehow.
Sounds good.
There you go.
Also,
Found treasure.
Korea's not as sought after as Japan and English is.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I'll try anyway. All right, Robert.
cool.
Oh boy. Yeah, like we were talking, like I had this card, and then I asked Gary, do you know what set this is? And he said,
Oh, wow.
he never had this one.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna send it to him. But yeah, we're always finding stuff that looks familiar, and then it turns out there's something different about it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff here. So I don't even remember when I got it, but I thought this was
Costello.
Like Costello? Costello? Is that what we
Lou Costello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, hit with the ball.
Ooh.
Bear on the back.
That's awesome.
What's Kuma?
I love that.
Yeah.
Kuma's
and,
bear.
Bear?
Yeah,
I've never seen that animal back before.
yeah. Well, I don't know if it's
Another
really
animal.
baseball, but this is
True.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. I love how this is a pretty common theme in that era. So like in the late 40s of putting all these actors in baseball uniforms and things of that nature.
Actually, when you're looking at this, is it backwards or is it correct?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay, I'm seeing it backwards. I want to
Yeah.
make sure.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the Abbott card?
No, I don't know if I have one. I found this one here. I'm not even sure where I got it. Yeah, I've seen other ones that have Abbott.
Okay.
I had one of those Yuki Tori Menko where there's like still attached and you can pull them out of the sheet.
Mm-hmm.
The round ones, but yeah, you were showing ones like this. where the back is the same.
Oh yeah. There you go. Yep.
Yeah, I had a bunch of these with different things on them, like trains and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But,
I've got some of those too. Still life paintings, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
Those are all, I love them.
Yeah, even with these, because I have this real small.
Oh yeah, those are really awesome. Yeah, what's the back look like? Yeah, I think it's the Gun Priest Fox back set. So yeah.
Yeah, because I know some of them looks so similar, and then they'll have ones with shorter numbers or real long numbers, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I wonder if because they're so small that I was going to say they were kept in good condition, but I mean this one's real small too, and it's
that one.
This is a
33.
Is it an adult show? And this is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
Oh wow.
Yeah. Real tight.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. They look the same, but they're different.
Yep.
I don't even they don't even have names on them. Oh, they're on the
they're on the front.
Yeah.
Sashiyama. Yeah. I think those are from 1933. And
those
other ones are from 1905. The ones with the box and
I have other ones of those. Oh, I just got this card. I didn't even know it's the only one I've ever seen that looks like this.
Wow.
What is that in the corner? Yeah.
Yeah, this looks like two rats.
Maybe you're the rat, maybe, or something.
Yeah, I don't know. This was Nakajima on Rikyo.
Oh wow, look at that back.
Yeah.
Is that like a medical staff? What are we looking at there? It almost looks like something you see at like an old doctor's office or something.
Yeah.
Definitely Menko. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah, and it has a spring. I don't know if it's because of the season, but yeah, this is Nakajima, center fielder for Rikyo University. I think he's a common player, but yeah,
that's amazing.
That was cool. Oh, I did get something that's not it's not a card. I'll show it to you, but you can't see it probably.
Is that a negative?
Yeah, it's a negative. And I just got this a few days ago, and here's the envelope. There was 5 negatives total. That's the envelope it came in.
Baseball.
Yeah, 1935.
Sealed. Okay. Nice.
And this was when the Tokyo team went to the U.S. for their tour.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
Is that the same? Didn't you have like a postcard that somebody wrote from that? Or it's something I felt like a Japanese player wrote. It's a while ago we shared something, but I thought it was from their tour of the U.S. or something. I can't remember now.
Yeah, I don't. But this is what the picture looks like.
That's the photo, though. Cool.
Yeah, and here's Starfin. He's 17.
Yeah. The guy towering over everybody else. Yep.
Yeah, some of the other guys are.
Yeah, that's true. A little bit. Yeah.
I was trying to. I can recognize some of them, but I think that's Sotaro Suzuki. And
so did you have the negative? Produce a picture from the negative, or did that come with it?
No, I got this from Leland's auction, and they posted pictures of the. This is the other one. I think it was. This one of Tabe sliding, and I ended up looking up in newspapers.com, and I think I found this exact photo in there, in one of the newspapers. And it says on here that I guess the guy took 5 plates, and they printed 2. So there was 5 negatives, and 1 was published. And I only found that one of him sliding that was published in the newspaper.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it's just all it was that one sliding, and the same player, and then this one of a Seals player sliding. But I found out they didn't even use the regular Seals players on these games.
Really?
Yeah, because the same day that this was going on, left field duel, and I guess the regular players were playing the mission team, and that was in a location.
Huh.
But, And this game with all these players, Starf and everyone, the attendance was only 2,000.
Yeah, you look in the stands; it looks empty.
Yeah, and I would have gone. I thought that was pretty cool because I guess when you have the negative, you
That's absolutely incredible. I mean, that's true history right there. That's awesome.
Yeah, I was wasn't sure about exactly when I first saw it. I go 35 and seals. The seals didn't go there, and then I realized it was that was from when they came here for the Japanese team.
That's wild.
Uniform Cupcake has joined us, and maybe one of you guys can answer this. What were some of the rules of Menko playing games?
Ooh. Ryan's really good at this. He's got an encyclopedic knowledge of at least all I know of it.
Yeah,
you want to take a shot at it?
So and Robert, you might have some similar stories. So when I first got into collecting, I had a couple older Japanese gentlemen that were helping me, and they were telling me about different ways they played with the Menko cards in the 50s when they were just young kids. The most popular way was stacking the Menko. You would bring, each of you would bring 3 or 4 or 5 Menko or whatever it was, and then you stack it on the ground, just like Pogs. If you're familiar with Pogs, if you type that up, you'll learn about Pogs. But stack it up, and then each kid would take turns throwing a heavy slammer Menko on top of the pile, and whichever one's flipped over, you got to keep. So again, a game of skill there. The other popular way, he said, as you would expect, when you look on the back of Menko, they have the rock, scissors, paper. Yep, perfect. And
he said, let me I'm sorry, Robert, let me just so you can, I mean, we all have those, but let me show you.
Yeah, Robert, yeah, that's perfect. And so you would bring whatever Menko you had, and then you would come and challenge your friend, and then if you beat your friend, you would take the Menko, and then
scissors.
There's the
that's the same one. Different card. Same.
Come on, show a rock or paper. Come on.
Here's a.
There's a rock.
Yeah, there's a rock.
There's a rock.
Fist to get punched if you lose.
All right.
And he said he confirmed it was banned in a lot of schools in the 50s because it just caused so much ruckus, gambling, same things we saw in America with Pogs, same things they experienced in Japan. But then the third big way he explained to me is that number on the back. A lot of folks think it's a catalog number, but he explained to me they played it as a fighting number. And what you would do is you would bring a Menko, and then again, different numbers and different lengths of numbers, but the kids would agree on like the first or last number or the middle number or whatever of that number was your fighting number. And so just like rock, scissors, paper, you'd flip it over. And if your number was higher than your friend's Menko, like if you decided on the first number of every card, or you could decide on the lowest number, whoever had the lowest would be the winner. So they would come in with strategies of trying to win with those fighting numbers. So I thought that was a pretty interesting way.
Mm-hmm.
I always wondered if they try to add up the numbers and who can add them up first and get it right, or
he didn't mention that, but I could imagine there's just all different ways the kids were playing with those numbers, and so that's why at least I've referenced it always as fighting numbers because that's how he explained it to me, how he played. Mm-hmm. So those are the big 3 ways.
I have some cards here I want to show as you were describing the numbers. I'm going to pull these up real quick here. And I'm sorry, briefly while I'm showing these, can you just talk again about the number? So these are like 9-digit numbers I'm about to show. So these are Kazuhisa Ino cards, and this is what the backs look like on these. So these 2 numbers. So if we threw numbers against each other and we agreed on like the third number, this guy has a 0 and this guy has a 1. So the guy with the 1 would have won. Yep,
exactly. Or it wouldn't always be the highest because then you would just come in with a 99999, right, Menko. But you could. He explained to me you you could agree to say if you were the lowest number of a certain digit, then you would win.
And this one.
So
Well,
so
this
like
game
if you agreed to like, hey, the highest number on the first digit, and you come in and it wasn't like you brought your Menko in. He explained to me you would kind of randomly shuffle, just like war, right? You kind of randomly shuffle your Menko, and
so you couldn't stack the deck.
Right? You wouldn't stack the deck, right? So that's and you rarely see anyway Menko with like all 9999s or all 1111. It was pretty much randomized.
So it looks like this has 3 possibilities. So it looks like it has rock, scissors, paper. It has the numbers as well as the deck of cards.
Yeah, playing cards. Yeah.
I wonder if that's
at least 3 ways to play that, right?
Yeah, I wonder if that's because back then, they were somewhat poor or pretty poor, and the parents can go, look, there's 5 games in 1 card. Or, they can play all different ways, keep the kids busy.
Yeah, exactly.
Ballistic missile.
Yeah, that's the other one you could play. Is like a ballistic missile beats everything, right? It's
it blows up the tank.
It was really interesting, and I think you can see this as well. So this gentleman, who's unfortunately passed since this time, but he explained literally up until about 62 or 63. He said once television came out, like kids stopped doing Menko. It was like no longer a thing, and all their attention turned to television in the 62, 63 when it really took off in Japan. So I think you see that in almost every genre. Baseball, sumo, Menko just disappeared from the earth in about 62, 63 time frame. This was not popular anymore.
Yeah. 64 was the last baseball, and those were just the tobacco size type cards. Except for that.
I mean, you still do see some stuff in the 60s, but I think that definitely baseball and sumo. I think the key there is that what you do see is now all TV based stuff. That's when you start to now see all the anime and the Batman, and then into the 70s you get all the tokusatsu shows, and it became very clear that it was still a product that existed, right? It didn't just go away, but it probably wasn't marketed as a game that they played. It probably started to become more of, hey, do I have the thing on the front that I like? More so. I'm sure that was still part of it previously. Obviously, that's why they even had anything on the front. But it just became everything was TV based. If it wasn't on TV or in a manga or something like that, you just didn't see it. Yeah.
And it's funny. It's funny when you look at it. 64, right? Pretty much the death of Menko, and then TV killed Menko, and then TV revived cards in the 70s. Right? 72, 73.
Yep.
All the different genres, TV genres that were now printed on mini cards and I find it funny. Find it very interesting how that worked.
Yeah.
All right, we also have a couple people here. This is my buddy Mark.
So Mark,
and do you know Mark?
Boston.
He's a huge Boston Red Sox collector.
Yeah, Red Sox.
Yeah. And then Orlando.
Hey, Orlando.
What's up, Orlando?
And we have SumoMenkoMan. Hey.
Oh yeah, I just said hey everyone.
Who's that?
Sneaking in there.
All right, Mike, you want to go?
Yeah, sure. All right, I'm gonna finish off my non-sport, and then I'll wrap up at the end with sport. All right, so non-sport stuff. This is one that I just don't know what it is exactly, but it's just really interesting to me. So this, I don't know the era. I'm guessing 50s based on the type of card. But so this is the image. Down at the bottom, it says Atom Boy, which is the name for Astro Boy. But this is clearly not Astro Boy. If you've ever seen the image, this is a very different kind of caped sword, lightsaber-y looking kind of thing going on here. No idea. I just love the image. But the fact that it says Atom Boy on it is the part that really kind of throws me as to, like, what is this? So the manga was created and published in the 50s, which would kind of coincide with what I think this era of card style is. But it's not clearly the character. So some other sort of reference to something different, or I don't know. But it's just a really unique kind of thing. I saw it, I was like, what is that? And yeah, so go figure. That's Atom Boy, whatever. The next couple of things here, I'm going to order it a little bit differently than I had it. Okay, so I have a couple of new to me Batman cards. So this is what I'd seen this before, but I had never owned it. Now I do. But you see this occasionally with Batman with random other sort of people, you know, cowboy, who knows, right? But there you Lone Ranger or bad guy, who knows? It's just some random Batman guy. You know, who knows? I've not seen that any of the. I again from the card style, this seems more like 50s as opposed to like the 60s when you see a lot more of the more common images. But the style of card is definitely more 50s. And then this is another new to me Batman card. I'd never even seen this one before. So it's like, okay, you got Batman, you got Robin, and then just a Hawk Eagle kind of thing. And I don't know if Robin's riding the eagle or what's going on there, but yeah, anytime I see something new that I've never seen before with Batman, I'm always picking it up. These next three are I'd seen this card before but never owned it. This is the Spirit. This is a comic in the, I think it was in like the late 40s and 50s. That was American comic that obviously made its way to Japan, but the Kagome back there. And the same guy, and I can't remember the artist's name, the same guy who created the Spirit created this next one. Have you guys ever heard of Doll Man? D-O-L-M. Doll.
No.
Anybody?
No.
Doll. D-O-L-L Man.
No.
So apparently, and I had no idea until I saw these Menkos in the 1940s. This guy who created the Spirit, and they created the character superhero called Doll Man, and they apparently made Menkos in Japan. So this is Doll Man.
Wow. Number 11.
And he's got like cut off, you'll see it in the next one, he has like cut off sleeves and a cape kind of thing. So here he is in the background with the bad guy or something.
Like some small guy that's
so basically this is like the original Ant-Man. Like he could shrink down to the size of a doll was the concept, right? So but there he is. You can see him with his cut off sleeves and his cape attacking this dude. So the fact that I discovered an American comic book hero through Japanese Menko cards is just dumbfounds me. So there you go. There's your education for the day, everybody.
You throw dolls at people.
I didn't read that far into know exactly what his powers were, other than just getting really small. He could change his size and that kind of stuff. So the wrapping up. Well, so Kagome put out some larger card size. So you had like a regular size Menko card, then you had like some super size, sort of medium size cards.
Wow.
Yeah. I've seen more of these with Kagome. These are not necessarily Kagome because they don't have the symbol on the back. But this is Desert King. It's a manga that was in the 50s and 60s. It's a mirror back situation here. It's kind of dirty, but and here's another one that's better shape. You can kind of see, but it's a much larger size. And you see these that typically you'd have like this large one with on the side here, some smaller ones, and underneath come as a sheet. So you have like one larger one and smaller ones on the uncut sheet. That's what I've seen in other versions of this types of cards. So you have those kinds of things. And in that same lot that had these larger ones, there was a Tarzan one, and then there was this one that I had. So this is a subject that doesn't come up too much, but this is Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Really kind of.
Is it blonde?
Pardon?
He looks blonde here.
He does kind of look. It could be dirt, but it looks blondish brown. Yeah.
Wow.
But then this one is actually a Kagome.
Yeah.
In the same style that you see. There's a baseball set that has like Starfin and Beto and some others in it that has the same style back.
Quiz back. Yeah, it's a quiz.
Before I put that down, can you zoom in on the Kagome star, please?
Oh, yeah.
All right, everybody, just so you know, this is not a Jewish Star David. This is a Kagome symbol. Can someone tell them more about it?
It's a Kagome symbol.
It says Kagome, and then on the bottom it says Gangu.
Okay, when they say, maybe they don't understand when we say Kagome. What would you? How do you explain Kagome?
That's just the company name. The name of the manufacturer, Kagome. There's all sorts of different Marusan, Marusho.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to explain that.
No, and that's actually a good point that is not the Star of David, which on this subject matter actually, would maybe come up. But yeah, so that was that one there, and in a similar vein, I got another little set that had. I've seen this card one other time, and I don't know for sure, but you guys, I mean, we can make an educated guess, maybe. But so here's another one of Christ, a little bit more dramatic here. I'd seen this once before on eBay some time ago. I don't remember when, but it's another Kagome, another quiz back.
Yep.
And so in a ways, like I was talking about, it's almost as if you could. They're not the same exact style because you look at them, they're different. But my guess, you can kind of get the idea here that in theory there could have been, an uncut sheet that had multiples. And I don't think these are from the same set. But I guess my point is that I could see how these style of cards were sort of, and there could have been other subject matter, individuals in the different sets and everything. But Kagome kind of made these series of quiz backs that would have various size cards.
All right, I got a good question here.
Oh.
As Menko collectors, out of 100%, what percent does the back matter to you?
Oh gosh.
Now, again, it matters. Obviously, there's lots of different backs. Some sports and non-sport and sumo, they have different styles, and the back might matter. It might not matter. But yeah, how would you answer this?
I mean, for me, at times I'm either 50-50 or there are cards I collect that I don't care. Like the front is something totally, I don't even know what it is, or something I don't care about, but I like the back. And I actually put it in my card album with the back facing out just because I like it. There's all kinds of things where it's like I have in my Disney like cards, like Mickey and Minnie and all these different ones, where there's some sets that the back of the cards had Disney characters, but the fronts were historical figures or actors or whoever, people that I'm just not interested in. So I collect them for the backs. So yeah, I do that. Yeah.
And just remember when we discuss this, Gary, who created the guide, the back is how the sets are named, not by the fronts. It's whatever's on the back is how he names these sets. And like a lot of the baseball sets are very, like the scoreboard back is very boring. There's a scoreboard. You could obviously write in those scores if you're a little kid. But yeah, so the backs definitely matter when it comes to naming sets. Sometimes there's a very boring back. Sometimes there are some backs that look better than the fronts. So that's what my experience.
Yep. And just to wrap up these last two, then I'll be done with this section. But so we have the Christ card, and then from the same set, you have, this is Douglas MacArthur.
I can see that together.
Yeah. And then you have the same back here, same quiz back, and just to compare, these are very clearly from the same set. So both fronts and backs. Now, whether they came on the same sheet or not, I don't know, but obviously they're clearly from that. And the last card that I got in this one lot was Mr. Lincoln.
Yeah.
I had never seen this card before. There's a surprising amount of American presidents and other popular individuals. In this one, I don't know the era. This is a Nagoya card, actually. I don't see this name very often.
Oh, wow. I've never seen it.
Nagoya Gangu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nagoya Gangu, or
where's that Hoshigangu from
I've
Nagoya?
seen it as Hoshigangu. Hoshi means star. Hoshigangu was out of Nagoya.
Ah.
Gangu means toy. So
right.
Like Hoshigangu, like Hoshi Toy Company, if you will, and then
because it does have what looks like what I would know to be the Hoshigangu star. So it does have that, and so I didn't realize that they were in Nagoya, so that makes sense because I was like, thought that's what it might be, but then I saw Nagoya, I was like, okay, that looks different. So, but yeah, so that's the first time I've seen that back or anything that said Nagoya like that before that I can recall, and it was the first time that I had seen this Lincoln card. So pretty cool. So there you go. That's my non-sports.
Okay. Ryan.
I've got a few more, at least Menko, and then I've got some non-Menko cool stuff. So keeping with the small theme, this is a new set that I put down, little tiny. But when Unicorn Cupcake, he asked about like how important is the back. It's for me, it's nearly 100% as I work to catalog all of these Menko, but so these are super tiny. They came in sheets actually. So these are all hand cut, they're perforated. You might be able to see a little bit of the perforation there, but somebody just cut these instead of popping them out. But this set is interesting. I haven't been able to nail down an exact date because the ranks are a little bit inconsistent with a particular year, but it's probably from 1938 to 1940. I haven't, when I catalog it, I'll nail down a year, but this is cool. This is one of the referees, Gyoji.
Nice.
See, just a Gyoji card there. Yeah, here's an Ozeki. Hagoroyama, who eventually became Yokozuna. But I just love the design on the front of these.
They're fantastic.
Yeah, and they're so tiny. So it's not surprising I haven't seen these before. You can see some writing on the bottom there. I haven't quite translated that, but that'll probably help with some identification.
Do all of them have that, or they're hand cut? Maybe they don't.
That one, where that one was cut on the sheet.
Gotcha.
So I'll just go through here. So surprising yet not surprising that I haven't seen these before because of just how tiny they are, and they probably got lost. But look, there's a bomb, so you can see probably certainly war year kind of stuff. Probably closer to 40, a little crane on the front. But again, they're all the same back, except for names and different numbers. But so that's that. A tiny little thing, and then this one is pretty cool too. So this is, and for Sumo, and I'll show you here in a second, the circular Menko are extremely rare type of Menko for Sumo. You don't see quite a few. You don't see very many of these. So you can see that design, and then a red design. I'm not sure, that looks like maybe a samurai warrior. Same style, probably from the same printing plate.
Yeah.
Just different. The green one was probably printed at the end of the print run. You only can get about, I don't know, maybe 200 to 300 impressions from a wooden block. And then the lines start getting blurred and fatter and thicker. But so that's interesting front for sure. But then when you flip it over on the back, they have sumo wrestlers. So this is Umegatani, Yokozuna. This is Otori, who eventually became a Yokozuna. It's interesting. I've seen this style with these like random number of lines. I'm sure they're not random. This one's got, sorry, I'm trying to hold it there, like maybe 10 lines, and this one's got 5. Hitachiyama.
Wow.
You think that's printed on there, or was that like a stamp, like a kid would have a stamp and stamp it on?
No, it's part of the design on these. So I think, given that these 3 Rikishi or wrestlers are on these, this is probably from 1915 when they were all Yokozuna at the same time. It was only for one tournament that they were all Yokozuna. So
wow. And in 1915, I can't imagine too many kids have stamps.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be at the manufacturer.
They got them in the little machines.
So what wood block printed, pretty cool.
That's
See
amazing.
that. Yeah. So that's a new set again. Another new
Did
set.
you get that online? Like I was wondering, like,
Yeah.
you ever find Menko? Oh, those are cool, and then you get them and there's Sumo on the back unexpectedly.
Yeah, no, these actually, I forget where I got them. It's at Yahoo Japan auctions, I think, for sure, or Mercari, but yeah. So that's and it's interesting. So this almost clearly is the main subject, right?
Yeah,
because of the number,
very much so.
And
has the border, yeah.
And then this seems to be,
just
and I don't know. I haven't seen any of these in the guide on the baseball side. Not that 1915 is probably a little early, but I hadn't seen anything. Yeah, and Robert, you're asking. I don't think that's an individual stamp. I think that was manufactured like this from the company. It seems to be, but maybe I don't know. Maybe they're all blank back and somebody like repurposed them to do sumo. So anyway, those are cool new sumo sets that I picked up.
Amazing.
All right, Robert.
Yeah. Actually, I picked this up. I didn't get this yet. Did you see these?
Yeah, those are cool.
Oh, wow.
And then I also got this. Picked up these too.
Yeah, those are cool as well.
Yeah, they're also
those are the same mirror backs. Yeah.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. I love the old stuff, but you were saying, I think with the sumo, sometimes it's easier to figure out the years. Like for example, I have this thing, All-Star Game, and it has
oh wow,
there's O, Nagashima. And we thought there's no year on it. They couldn't find one, and it says the New Year's Moshiro book New Year's. So we thought it might have been from '59, but when I looked further and I saw these two guys,
it
says he's a Sekiwaki and he was a Yokozuna, but they didn't become those ranks, until it was like middle of '59, like May or something. So if that's the case, then this is probably from 1960. Otherwise, there's no way to really tell. But I looked up when they changed ranks, and I could see it was May or June or whatever. I think they were the same tournament. They both moved up.
Yeah, that's cool.
Divisions. And I know people. If they like. I mean, this is a baseball, but I think some of these are so cool with the gold on them.
Yeah,
the greenbacks. There's.
Yeah,
I showed some of these before. That's the ones where you look for pictures, and then the ones where you look for letters in there.
Yes. Yeah. Like calligraphy almost sort of inside of it. Yeah.
Those are amazing.
I don't even know what like these numbers, like Sanzen, Samyak Choiten. I don't even know how big that number is, even if it's a real number. But it's like a lot of zeros, I think.
So cool.
Yeah, it's like, for example, too, that like this set we'd always had in the catalog is Kagome, and then I found the box and we realized it's actually Osato Gangu.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so that's been updated in the guide. But yeah, you're always finding new things, learning stuff, and that's the interesting thing. There's a set of cards Gary had in the guide is Jintan Gum from 1968. I go, how are these Jintan? And I found some and it had a different name attached to it. Then I found that the other one had Jintan, so there was both. So somehow, like one set had two different names.
Huh.
Yeah, it was I guess distributed by different companies.
That's wild.
Yeah. But, a lot of this is still, I mean, I don't even think we know, like these cards.
Morinaga?
Like I have a pack of gum there, and it has the wrapper, but I don't know. These were mailed to you. A lot of stuff we just don't even know, how they were distributed or the real history of them. But I find it interesting.
It's incredibly interesting. It's a big part of why we enjoy it. I think.
I did get this. This was for a bat, the stamper.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah, and I think they only spelled 4 of the words wrong.
Only 4 of the words.
Yeah, specialty. They forgot the T, and professional. They forgot the F. And Guarantal. I guess guarantee. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
High grade bat they got.
Is it curved?
No, it's actually kind of flat. So I don't know if they.
That's a ginormous bat that they were putting that on. If it's flat. I guess they could heat it up and kind of roll it almost as they did it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never seen a bat like that. But
that's
the handle looks somewhat new. I'm not sure.
Sure.
But the rest is kind of old.
But you haven't seen any bats that was stamped on.
No.
That's so interesting.
And it says TO number 500. I don't know what that is. But actually, if you look at it, I don't even know if you know it was Japanese because there's nothing specifically that mentions it. So. Except the spelling errors. But.
Right. Yeah. Although that could be American too.
Yeah. Look at Facebook.
Yeah,
you can see that.
Yeah.
I have a question here. Let's see here. Where to go? All right. Unicorn asks dumb question, but what type of wood is the stamp made from? The stamp just worried about the lifespan of an item like that. Do
you mean like so if you have a wood, so you're talking about wood cut printing, so the actual like wood cutting that the material is pressed on? So you're talking about what wood is the wood press stamp made of?
I can't remember. It's a very hard wood. When you hold them, it's extremely hard.
Don't you have something?
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out where I put it. It's somewhere stored. It's stored here. I can grab it, maybe somewhere. But it's the wood. So you had just a quick background on wood block printing. You had at least 3 people involved with the wood block. It was the artist, and then it was the carver who actually carved the image onto the wood block, and then you had the printer or publisher, the person who actually used the block to stamp the ink onto the actual piece of paper. So you had at least three people involved in it. And so, but that wood, you would roll the ink onto it, and you had different layers for each color on a wood block was a different cut of wood to get the layered on there, if that makes sense. So you'd have 3, 4. Robert, you showed that one just a moment ago, the circular one that had some pink in there. So some of that might have been hand printed.
Because some of them are like the same. I have a few of the same ones, but some of the colors a bit different.
But so each color was one block. And you could see
So they have at least 4.
Yeah, it looks like at least 4. Those are some very crude wood blocks, so probably really made for mass production. But the itself would wear out after 4. You can imagine you're pressing that wood onto the paper, and the crispness of the edges started to wear out as you put the roller of ink on it. And anyway, you only get about 200 or 300 stamps per block of wood. So a lot of the old wood blocks were very limited productions. If that's the question.
No, seems like it is. Good question. I love it.
The paper, it survived 107 years so far, or 110 years, but
some of these are.
It won't last forever.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, what you got?
I missed a couple of non-sports. I'll just wrap these up because they're just really funny or cool. So a couple of these so this one is a clown. I hadn't seen this set before. So Piero is clown, as you can see here. And again, you can see the paper up there, the fighting number, that kind of thing. In the same set here, this next one I think is just awesome. So the back is for motorbike, basically, and the image on the front is a dude on a motorcycle and one of those circus, like, what do they call it, like
motorcycle ball inside?
Like it's like a death. It's the death-defying. It's the thing where you get inside the metal,
right?
Inside of you drive the motorcycle inside the metal ball of death, or whatever you call it, or something like that. You know what I mean? So you can see him there inside of it. And So I'm just like, that's amazing. And the last one in this set was Mickey and another mouse whaling. So clearly, whaling in the Japanese culture is has been around for a very long time. But I don't think Walt gave approval for Mickey whaling. So I thought that was wild. All right, sports. Real quick, non-baseball. Everything else is baseball. This is a bunch of cards that are you see these every now and then. So in 1949, the Olympics were in Los Angeles, and the Japanese had some amazing swimmers that time frame. And so in 1949, they had two swimmers, and this is a card that I thought was really cool. It's like an overhead view of the swimmer coming in to finish with like some media at the top there. And this is the back. It's his name is actually Furuhashi, not Furu, so it's an F. But and here is him again. And you can see it says like 8. So he was an 800-meter freestyle swimmer. And I'll show one more card, and I'll just finish the story. This is now him with another swimmer. So in the same 1949 Olympics, these two swimmers on the same day in different heats, obviously all the way to the final, one set the world record. The first swimmer set the record in the 800-meter. His teammate in the next 2 rounds broke his record twice to win the gold.
Oh, wow.
So a very, very cool story sort of historically, and you see a good number. It's not very common to see them, but you see these sets that obviously commemorate that, which is, I thought, really, really cool. All right. I'll go through these relatively quickly because I got a lot. So baseball-wise, I have a few uncatalogued round Menko. This is Oshita. I have not seen anything with this sort of very colorful background like that, but a very...
it's interesting because everyone's... What does the back look like? Because... blank or they're interesting. So the back.
Round Menkos are almost always blank. Every now and then you do see some that are just like really cool backs. That
Kagome has backs.
Yeah, Kagome has some really cool ones. Here's another on catalog. This is Nishizawa, looking not so great in this particular drawing of him. Not doing him any favors with that one. And then these three, this is on catalog, and I've never seen these before. These are a little bit larger. This is Besho.
Wow, look at that writing.
I know. I had never seen.
It looks like it's Korean style writing of Japanese.
It's wild.
Yeah.
And here's Nishizawa. Looking a little bit better there. They still.
It looks like.
I mean, it's a little bit better. I don't know what they're doing to his nose, but they don't like him. And then here's Beto.
Oh, wow.
So all three from the same set there. Thought that was really cool. These next groupings here, let's see. I've got some. So this first one is, so I'd had this card before, but this is a new version or a better version of it for me. So this is a Starfen.
Oh.
This is
it's a Kagome, right?
Yeah.
It's a JCM 5 1950 flying bat Kagome. And what I like,
the extra stuff on there.
Yeah, so that's what I liked about this in particular is that you can actually see. So these came in obviously sheets, and then you can see where they had sort of a guideline to trim it. But whoever cut this one didn't. So
I'd be so tempted to trim that.
I've seen those in packs, never sheets before.
And I've never seen one either, but clearly this shows that they did come in that, which is really cool. Part of that discovery process, right?
Stole it from the factory. Yeah,
that's right. There you go. Because that's the thing. Normally, there's the whole thing's like some sheets. Most cards were cut at the factories and then distributed. But if you had a winner's card, right, you could get like uncut sheets and stuff. So, but pretty cool. This next one is a JCM 172. This is a 1947 red border Kawakami. This is one of his rookie cards. Got a big crease down the middle, which I don't care. This set actually has like 3 different backs that you can find in the same one, but they all have the same fronts, which is pretty cool. This next the first time I've had any cards from this set. This is the JCM 109 1949 character back. So this is Kazuo Kasahara, played for the Hawks, obviously, and I love these backs. And we talked about earlier. Do you like the backs? Yeah, I like the backs. This is the princess back.
Yeah.
Now this next one, I don't know who this is. It's the same set. Now the back is the monkey back, which is awesome. Monkey playing baseball. Gotta love that.
Monkey playing baseball is the best thing I've ever seen.
I mean, so amazing. Now in the guide for this set, in a lot of the sets, obviously the Menko numbers on the back, or there's nothing that you could. They have same backs for multiple cards, so you can't use it to identify individual players because they have the same backs for different players. This particular set is still listed as this specific player is the only one that has this back, and the one in the guide that says that has the monkey back is Yuro Noguchi, who's a Hall of Fame pitcher. But the front on this one is a Giants player who's clearly a hitter. And obviously you can tell it's kind of dirty. And I've done my absolute best so far to try and clean off his name up there. But for the life of me, I cannot figure out.
I think it's Chiba. Yeah, that's Chiba in the upper left.
That says Chiba?
That's why he's here. That's why he's here.
All right. Well, there you go.
I thought it kind of looked like him, but yeah, it looks like it says Chiba.
I was like, is it Aota? Like, because there's only so many guys that could it be in that time frame. But
looks like Chiba.
So is Chiba in that set already?
If not,
I'm looking at no. So Chiba is not currently listed in the guide as one of the players.
Wow.
But he has the princess back. Has the monkey
back, right?
Yeah. Did you buy it? Is this the newest guide?
Yes, I'm looking at the.
Yeah.
So it looks like one, the set can't be determined by the back necessarily, and obviously there's an uncataloged card. All right. Love making Gary's life interesting. So
It's fun to be doing that.
and so this last one is another set that I've never had any cards from before that I think is super awesome. So this is JCM 178 1948 Kogun Masaki cards. So this is this is the worst one to start with. That's a roached one. So here's the backs. So
almost like young player.
Yeah. So at the top, that's where it says, I believe, the Kogun Masaki, I believe, across the top there. And then this number 8, the theory is that each of these cards has a different back and a different number, and they go all the way up to 16. And so the thought is that at least currently, that's the most cards in the set.
Fujimoto?
Yeah. So this is Fujimoto.
Wow.
That.
Oh wow, that's the Giants. Yeah, Giants pitcher. What?
Yeah. So that's Fujimoto. What was that?
Doesn't look like him.
No, not most of these. This set they do not look like themselves. Yeah. This one's really the last one I just showed. This was really roached, but that's Chiba. There's Chiba. That's really bad shape, but you can see the back there. All right, then I've got Sonata, Yuzo Sonata. Again, doesn't look like him, but he's number 11 there.
Is the blue like paints like from something else?
Yeah, that is added paper. That is from wherever it came. I'm going to try and get that off. But yeah, that's just.
And this is an uncatalogued set, or this is a catalog?
No.
Set?
This is a catalog set. Yes.
Okay.
He does have this listed. Yeah, this is JCM 178, so 1948 set.
Yeah.
Then this next one is Yida.
Hooks.
Love that character.
Robert, it's not Lita, is it?
No. Wow, even the Ida.
Ida. IIDA. Yes. And then we've got Oshita. Again, such crude drawings, but
is there one
for your ID? Show them that card.
Is there one of the sets named Crude Portrait?
There is another one called Crude Portrait.
Yeah, that's those actually look more like them.
That's true.
Wow.
Yeah.
That looks like
there's a bad guy from your previous non-sport.
Yes, right, or like some American ball player. Like I'm like that's not him.
They have the names on the back too.
Yeah, and then so the next ones are all uncatalogued. So these are new discovery. I haven't sent them to Gary yet, but so this is Aota, the Giants there, and he's number 14. So this one was not currently in the guide. So that's an uncatalogued one there.
What's that say? I'm sorry. What's it say above the number 14? What's that say? Like strikeout or swing?
That's his last.
That's the player's name, I believe.
Oh,
yeah.
So it doesn't describe what's happening in the picture and on any.
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
Cool.
Then we have this group's one of our favorite non-Hall of Fame players who should be Mr. Doigaki. Mr. Doigaki in his mitts, and he has his lucky number 13. And that look at this drawing of him on the back.
Wow, that's cool.
Isn't that awesome?
That's so cool.
Yeah. So this is a new one for the guide. And then we've got Subochi, who what is he also known as?
Yamato.
Yes.
No, that was Yamamoto was Sudoku.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sudoku. That's what I'm thinking. That's right. That's right. Sorry. So Subochi for the Stars, number 9, which is a new addition.
Wow, you got four right now from that set.
4 new ones for the set. Yep.
I wonder if the players on the back if that was like from a comic book and the guy just kind of copied it, or it was original. It looks very foreign.
Given how much time they spent on the front,
yeah.
Honestly, they spent more time on the lettering than they did on. They must have hired a calligrapher and then said, "Oh, by the way, while you're here, just
close your eyes and draw a picture.
Draw a picture of what you think this guy might look like." And then the last catalog one is a Beto. So this is a 48 set. Is that his rookie year?
Look at that.
48, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So this would be a new rookie Beto.
Oh no. Yeah.
Well, I think Gary will love you for these. Sending these.
Wow, that's cool.
Pretty cool stuff.
I just see people were trying to make money any which way they can, and so they were just probably whipping those out as best as they could.
Get them as best they can. The last I have, and then I'll move on. I've got. Where am I do this? What order? So Gary showed one of these earlier. So I got a group of the Morinaga top stars.
Oh, Robert.
So we've got Mr. O that you just showed earlier. So love O's. We got Nagashima. These are all in pretty decent shape. A little bit of, in the light you can see some indentations and stuff, but pretty nice. And we have Kaneda, who somebody decided that I think when he got traded, I think they changed the name of the team, which is funny. Then we've got Shibata, the Giants. Yeah. And then we have Toru Mori.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen that one before.
Yeah. I hadn't seen them before either, but it's a common one.
Oh.
But the reason why I got this lot, I've had most of these in the past, is that this lot just so happened to have. So the Morinaga Star has 2 different versions. There's one that the cards look exactly the same, but they're cutouts, and you can kind of stand them up.
Yeah.
Those are the really rare versions of these cards. Then you have this set that doesn't have the cutout version of it. But both sets have their own sort of short printed cards, or at least to less common. And so this one has both of them. So this is the Toyota. So I think it's Yasumitsu Toyota. So this is one of the 2 rarer ones in that set that you just don't find. And then the last one is the manager, Shigeru Mizuhara. Doing his, I'm sure, directing traffic on the bases. Who knows what he's doing as he poses. But so there's those. I'd never seen those 2 cards before, so to see them and then get them was pretty awesome. And then the last thing I have is this. These are 2 different team sets. So there's a lot of these other game, not Menko, not candy cards, other game cards. And so this is a JGA3 1949-50 Yaku Shonen set. So these cards, all the different teams have players cards, and then they have all this information on the back, and you would, I think, roll a die maybe, or do a spinner, and based on the number you landed on, you would do different things. And so this is the Dragon set. So there was someone who was selling, I think, pretty much all the sets, it seemed like, and I picked up a couple. I picked up this Junichi Dragon set mainly for Nishizawa. I like that. So this is a much better representation of Nishizawa. So,
I love the heart groups.
yeah. So that's but there's several solid players in this particular grouping. But then the other one I got that I was really excited about is the complete Seals set. So the set was put out as sort of in 1949 as part of the Seals trip or tour to Japan. And so this is a 16 card set that has all the players for the Seals that came and played. So I won't show them all, but it has the full set. You can just see of all the different guys. But just a cool set. Now I've got it. I think it's awesome. So that's what I got.
Were there any Hall of Famers on that Seals team?
No. American Hall of Fame? No.
Yeah.
No, there were no.
They had Lefty O'Doul and all those guys, right?
Not this set. This does not have Lefty. No.
Yeah. Archie Vaughan was a Hall of Famer, and he was involved, but he's not in that.
Yeah, he's not. No, this particular set does. There are Seals who went to Japan who are Hall of Famers, but not this set.
That's for that
Okay.
set.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I take that back. I have one more. I had to put this on the floor. It's so big. So I really, really, really love prize cards, bromide prize cards. I just love them. And so this is huge. This is I got some glare. This is Fujimura. You see the Osaka tires.
Nice, I love it.
It seems like this is maybe some sort of an exhibition or something like that, but he's just swinging out of his shoes. And I don't know what kind of marshmallow thing they got going for home plate or whatever, but I assume that's what that's supposed to be. I don't know what's going on there, but just a great image, huge card. I just love it. What's that?
It's like a giant tofu.
Yeah, sure. It literally, it looks like they just put it. It almost looks like they took like a old school, like real, like first base bag, like a third base bag. You know, they used to have way back in the day, like the stuff.
Mhm.
That's what it looks like. So, either that or like a really big hat on the ground. I don't know, but you can see a catcher like on this side, like his glove. So it's definitely him at home at the home plate. So, but anyways, that's all. I'm done.
All right. Right. Either of you guys got something you want to share?
I've got just a couple more, but Robert, I don't know if you've got anything else.
Well, you were talking about wood blocks. I know.
Yeah.
I have some prints. Wood block prints.
Ooh, yes. Yeah.
I have a Sumo one, and like this one is 3 pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not sports, but
Wow.
supposed to be Nihonbashi.
Do you know what that is?
It's
Nihonbashi.
it says on here. Yeah, Nihonbashi. Yeah, Nihonbashi. They had it's the bridge, and right now there's like a highway kind of going over it. And I think they were gonna put the highway underground. Yeah, I don't know because like it mentions Meiji 4, but I don't know if it's like when it was constructed. Because I do have these two, and it says on here, somebody wrote at the bottom, 1850s or.
Wow.
Yeah,
Those are gorgeous.
I guess there were tons of these. I guess they were made during the 19th century.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they have there's an Edo museum in Tokyo that's I don't know if it opened back again, but it's been closed for a few years.
Yeah.
It's still not open. Yeah,
Still not open yet.
Yeah, I was there a few times years ago, and they have a lot of interesting stuff. They show you how they make some of these things, but it's closed for like 4 or 5 years or more.
Yeah. I mean, it was all just like super cheap, just on the streets. You'd buy all these little different scenes. So, and then they made some people commissioned the artists to actually print more sets or a series. So those are some of the more famous ones. But like Robert was saying, they just made thousands of these just to sell for a few, not even yen, whatever denomination of yen,
or maybe even more than sen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, let's save the least for last. What you got?
I've got just got a couple more non-Menko on this one, but this is a pretty historic set. I've been looking for it for
What the?
20 years. So this says Sumo Trump there, Grand Sumo Trump. So these are playing cards.
Huge.
But
Yeah.
so, but this is the very first Grand Sumo Trump set that they've produced in 1973. And I know there's been many more of that from different companies in the 50s and 60s, but the Kokugikan, or the Japan Sumo Association, started making these playing card sets, about one or sometimes two, and even in some instances 3 sets a year. From 1973, they started all the way up until earlier this year. They stopped. They discontinued actually doing those sets. So this is the very, very first set ever made. So
Congratulations, man.
Oh,
I finally found it.
is it sealed?
Is this your first Trump set yet?
First, yeah. So this from 1973. It's got this gold lettering on this case, and this is the only time they ever used this type of case. It went to a clamshell the following year in '74, and so this one's made by you can't even see there, Nintendo.
Yeah.
That's how they started. Yeah.
So Nintendo actually made the very first one, and then it went to the Alaska Playing Card Company the following year. Wow. So, but these are sumo popularity really increased in '73, and then it died down a little bit in the late '70s. But gorgeous card. I don't even think these have ever been played with before. So I won't go through all of these, but I wanted to point out a few here. Maybe you guys will recognize this wrestler.
Yeah, Takamiyama.
Takamiyama, first ever foreign wrestler to win a top division championship.
Yeah.
So that's that card.
Is he from Hawaii? Where is he from?
He is. Yeah, great point. He's from Hawaii.
Jesse.
And how these sets are manufactured is the top ranked wrestlers have the king positions.
I was going to ask if it was ace or king. Yeah, that makes sense.
Ozeki, yeah.
And I'm assuming an ace is a Nagashima.
Yeah, aces actually. So in these sets, aces are kind of your guys have been around a while, but not your highest rank. So Kotozakura. So here's your highest rank there, but just like I said, for 15, 20 years, I've been searching for this set. So
you found it? Was it already opened? Or did you open it?
It was already opened. Yeah. So one of my buddies actually helped me find it. It was on Mercari, and at the time, he grabbed it really quick for me off of Mercari.
No, I'm sorry. Is this your first Trump set from this, from?
Oh no, I collect Trump. There's 80 or 90 different Trump sets. So over the 50
No, I'm
years.
sorry. From this series, from this specific brand. I mean.
He
so
bought it
1973 through whatever. You said.
1973 through 2025 is
for this company. Alaska.
They made one set per year.
Alaska from 74 to this year, and then the first year was Nintendo.
The first year was Nintendo.
Do you own any other Trump sets from Alaska?
Yes, yeah. I have out of the 80 or 90 that they've produced over these 50 or so years, I own maybe 50 or 60 different sets. So but this is the first time I've ever been able to get the very, very first set. So anyway.
How do you know what year they are? They're not open since they don't put the years on them, do they?
Yeah, some of them, the sets that you don't know because they use the same image. So you have to open them to find the years if they're not opened.
Yeah,
that's wild.
It's too bad.
Yeah, they're not dated. So yeah, a friend of mine from early on, he and I cataloged all of the different sets from 1973 all the way to 2025.
So is it 73 the only one like that white box? So if you saw that, you would know.
The white box lasted until about 83, I think.
So
But
if you just saw that, you wouldn't know what it was unless there was.
Yeah, so you can tell. Later on they added the English up at the top, and then the backs were flipped. So we went through and cataloged every single year and what the unique style is, and so we're able to narrow down pretty much when we find a set, we can pretty much narrow down which year it's from.
That's awesome.
Anyway, awesome. And then I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to probably do a video of this for my channel, but so I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'll try to speak, but
yep, you're good.
You guys can imagine what this is.
An album.
But I picked this up. It's got.
Oh wow.
Some kid went through for bromides.
Jeez.
Through and there's maybe 100. I don't maybe not quite 100, but all the different bromide styles.
Oh
he
my
went
God.
through and put them in this photo album, and I've cataloged some of these bromides. But
oh wow, look at those small ones. Jeez.
Look at the small ones. So I've cataloged some of these. Some of these are new bromide sets.
That's gorgeous.
But, are you going to leave it as is?
Oh yeah, I'm not going to take them out. In my mind, yeah. I mean, you kind of can pop them out. I may pop some of them out just to look at them and put them back in. But
wow, look at that. Jeez. So prize card, I'm assuming. Yes, the big.
Yeah, and then here's some larger. So these are all the. So this is from about 30. Excuse me, early 40s, maybe into the war years. This isn't even a sumo set over here. I can't.
What is that?
I can't see some actress, so I'll have to look at that. But you guys, you can see the silver tarnish now reflecting there. Yeah,
yeah, you can.
And then just.
Oh my God.
Was
this just a Yahoo auction buy that you found?
Yeah, it was just buy. It was buy it now actually. So I just.
Jeez.
So this is really cool. This last page. So here's some cool ones of the portrait, but I don't know if you can see these are colored one on the right side, which those are really rare. The colored bromides.
Jeez.
And, some more colored ones at the very end, and this I don't know what that is.
Looks like a pilot
or
a jockey. What's going on?
So I'll do a video of it, just with more details. But I thought that was really cool. Something from the mid 40s with all of those bromides. I've cataloged all these photo bromides from like a BP series.
Mm-hmm.
My goal is to try to catalog as many of those as I can. I know, Robert, those are a pain to catalog as far as the baseball ones, because they're blank backed and you only can look at the front to really try to figure it out.
That was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you paid for that, but it seems like if that was baseball stuff, it would be a fortune.
Oh my God,
that era, and it's
I paid $70 for it.
Yeah.
What? Oh my God.
That's the thing with I guess as a collector, so many like for example, so many things I have, whatever you pay for them, it's like to me they're not as valuable monetarily. Like they're not that expensive that I don't even want to sell them because I'd rather keep them because they're so nice. And some of the baseball stuff gets so expensive that it's hard to keep.
Yeah.
But the sumo is it's
wow.
There's so much more sumo stuff. The postcards and so much from the 30s. I mean, there's a lot of great stuff.
I can't tell you how happy I am that found its way to your hands, Ryan.
Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing, dude. Wow.
So, I'll do a video of it for my channel just to probably highlight a lot more of the cards, maybe do some better scans. But yeah, those are my goal is for my next edition of my book is to really up for the postcard section, really catalog more of those, and then these bromides, these smaller bromides, really start trying to catalog those a lot more.
Love it.
Yeah, the sumo's exciting.
It is. Yeah. So that's all I got this month.
All right. Well, I'm looking at a calendar for September. A month from now would be right around the 27th of August. or
September.
I'm sorry, of September. We could obviously talk later, maybe do it around the 27th or maybe August 4th, whatever we can. I'm sorry,
Yep.
October. No. Yeah, October 4th or September 27th. We'll discuss it and maybe plan to when we meet up again.
Sounds good. And we'll see how the shipping affects.
Oh my God, yeah. So that'll matter. Maybe we have nothing.
Just see. I've got stuff sitting in that I've purchased that I didn't ship like previous. So I really hope that.
Yeah, you don't want to pay the overage fees.
Well, if they can't ship it to me, then I mean.
Well, you better tell them that I'm not paying that.
Yeah.
Better not.
You never know.
They can still ship the other ways, like UPS for now. I don't know.
That's what I do. Yeah. So we'll see if they change. I don't know.
Have Ryan send it. You can send it cheap.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Just, if you guys need stuff, just get Ryan's address and ship it to him, and we'll hold it for you.
All of a sudden, Ryan's got boxes showing up.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe
how
it sounds easy, but it's actually just how they deliver on a military installation can be difficult. Like coming from Japan onto them, if it requires a signature, it doesn't come onto base. You have to go actually meet them at the gate, and so it's timing, which is, if you can time it right, it's not that inconvenient. But they only are at the base gate for a couple hours, and you got to get over there, and they got to call you anyway. And then
we don't want Ryan to get dishonorable discharge.
But yeah, it sounds a lot easier than it actually is in reality to try to.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about the APO at base. I was just thinking home address. I wasn't thinking base.
Yeah.
If you guys need to send me anything, let me know. I don't mind accepting stuff for you guys, but I don't know if I guess it would be double shipping. But just let me know if you need something.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
I'm happy to help you out.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
Robert, one more time. When are you going live on Whatnot?
Saturday night, tomorrow night at 7 p.m. So it's Sunday 8 a.m. in Japan.
Sunday 8 a.m. in Japan.
Yeah.
70s.
I don't know. Can you use Whatnot from Japan, or you can see it, or I don't know.
I've actually never tried. I was just
because I know like Macari Japan, you can't even log in.
Yeah.
You can't use it from overseas.
Yeah.
They're really strict for some reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is I think my 6th show or something.
Yeah,
it's been. I just got a whole pile of stuff here. I'm just picking stuff out for tomorrow and see how it goes.
One day, Robert, we'll run out of stuff to sell.
Yeah, I
highly
doubt that. Maybe good stuff. This is beyond ridiculous. I have these things.
What is that?
Like that, military cards.
Oh yeah.
Original box.
In the box. Wow.
Yeah, this box might be original, and then I have another set. This one, but this is like family one. But the box, I don't think the bottom looks original. It looks like it was just made up. But yeah, it's got new staples and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
And the cards look good.
Nice. Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to ask you guys before I forget. How do you, Mike? When you're like sorting through your, like, let's say you have some sets that are set aside. Do you have any of your non-sport in pages? Yeah,
I do.
Ryan, how do you? So is that your main storage thing? Is pages? Well, I know you have a lot of stuff in boxes.
So my main storage is stacks in boxes and stuff everywhere. No, but the things that I collect that I am looking in, I use cards. So I either use a regular baseball card sort of page that you can get, or I do cigarette card, tobacco card.
Pages.
Just they fit the Menko. Some of the Menko sizes a little bit better. It just depends. There's no perfect.
Yeah.
But,
well, I want to find pages that fit these wider ones, like the thick Menkos that are wider than. I don't want to have to use like the 9-page pages for these. You know, they're way too big for these. But I haven't seen something that would fit this perfectly.
I haven't seen anything either.
If we could get those made, if we could get those pages made by some Chinese company, that'd be awesome.
They have like 6 pocket.
The 8 pages might be, because they're a little narrower than I think they're a little narrower. 8 pages might be 8 per page.
I haven't seen those. I don't think I have.
Yeah, there's. I get
I have a whole variety. Yeah, whatever the size of Menko, because I have 15, 12s, 8s, 9s.
Yeah.
4s, 3s, 2s, and 1s, just depending on the size. So I put all mine in the Ultra Pro pages and then in binders where I can. And then if it's too big for whatever reason,
so if it's cataloged, if your stuff is cataloged, it's mostly pages. You have everything sorted.
Absolutely, yeah. That way I can go to the shelf, and if I'm trying to find a C series, I have my C series in a binder and just pull it off the shelf. And
do you guys store your book? I've heard. I never thought about this much, but occasionally I see people asking about it. Do you store them flat or upright? I heard there's a difference.
I do mine upright.
Yeah. It's what you would do. I hear there's sometimes it's better to play flat. I don't know, but yeah, I usually always do it upright as well.
I would do it upright.
Yeah. I can show you what Gary uses. He has
okay.
Because I've
well, Robert, what about you?
Yeah, and I've heard there's some really cool ones, and maybe Robert's going to pull those out, but they look like books. But they're binders, and then you just slide them in straight. Yeah, those.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So he uses these are some of my autographs, but sheets like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, these are this was from the 2007 Sotheby's Fujita collection.
Oh wow!
All original photos signed at the time. It was like Koshimoto, and he died in 34, 35. And,
jeez.
Yeah, this one's dated 33. But, yeah, some guys that you almost never see autographs of. But, yeah, so they have a lot of them. Will put in the 4-pocket sheets. And then you can, he'll put them in card savers and then put them into the 4-pocket sheets like this. But these get very costly. Pages.
Yeah, that's the key is what kind of budget you have.
Yeah.
So, but
tons of these albums. These are, I was going to ask you something, Ryan. On the postcards, do you ever find postcards? Like with the envelopes. Like sometimes the baseball ones will have the set, and they have like the envelope, but it says what the cards are on the top, or for Sumo, or
from not early, but certainly from the late 20s, 30s, I've got some sets with the envelopes.
Actually, I found I don't even know where they are. I found some female Sumo postcards.
Yeah.
That look really old.
Did you just say female Sumo?
Yeah, women.
Yeah, from the teens to 20s, maybe I've seen some.
Yeah,
they had a women's sumo wrestling.
How long did that go on for?
I don't remember. I don't. If I recall, it felt like it wasn't very long, but yeah, they had Yokozuna and all the ranks, and but yeah, they made postcards of them. Do
you have any?
So
do you have any?
Yeah, I don't have any. I never picked any up, but it sounds like Robert's got some.
Yeah, I don't know anything. Saw them. I think I had an earthquake in here. I'll have to find them.
Show them next time.
I did get this. This isn't mine, but it's going to be in an upcoming auction.
Oh wow! Is that Willie?
It's Korean.
Oh, it's Jackie Robinson.
It's Frank. Okay,
Jackie Robinson.
Jackie. What am I saying?
Jackie Robinson. Yeah, it's weird because it's like Kokujin Yakuo, like Black Baseball King, and in Korean, Jackie Robinson.
Wow. Is that a book?
Yeah.
Just like in his life? Okay, nice.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I had this in Japanese too before. But,
Well, that
Yeah,
one's
it's a good
the inside looked like Chinese.
What's that?
Is it Chinese on the inside or Japanese?
Oh, it's Korean.
Oh, it didn't look like Korean.
Oh, the inside's Korean?
The whole book is Korean. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, here's Korean. Jackie Robinson.
That's so cool. What an image. Huh.
Yeah, that's pretty rare. From what was it, 50? Where was it printing? I don't know. It was 50 something.
It's up to 93 degrees right now here.
Hmm.
Jeez. Yeah, it's been a hot one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, gentlemen.
All right. This was awesome, guys. Love it.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Yes,
Yeah,
thanks.
I appreciate it. I think we were up to 5. I saw 5 on this video.
And we get people watch it after the fact as well. Love it. Appreciate it. Bring the comments. Have any questions or anything? Just let us know.
Did you notice that I made chapters when I go back and I add all the? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, you have to do that.
Yeah, I do that.
Right.
I still need to do a few more. All right, let's plan for late September. Hopefully, well, we'll see what you guys get or don't get, and we'll chat and keep in touch.
Sounds good.
All right, guys. And that was episode 18.
Take care, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.